keep your attention at the point between the eyebrows without allowing your eyes to waver or the eyeballs to move in their sockets. And when it seems at first it may be a little difficult, but it isn't when you practice it day after day. Then it becomes easy. And then when you want to sit and meditate, your eyes will go there naturally and they'll stay frozen there without any motion at all. And that is what is said in scriptural lore by sitting and waiting and watching for the Lord. If we don't, and we should get our spiritual significance or the biblical significance as well as the philosophical, because you'll find that yoga is that and every other thing. Everything you find completeness in the science of yoga. And you will find yourself when you meditate every day that you will begin to like yourself better and better every day that you practice meditation. Because you will realize that you are happier, that you have a better sense of well-being, and that you have developed an inner state of equilibrium that you will like very much. And nothing but good can come to those, Master says, those who concentrate and meditate. All good things begin to flow toward those who learn to meditate and concentrate. You know, it's one of the most amazing things that so many millions and billions of people have been born on this earth and left it only to return and leave it again over and over and over. Just to find out and finally discover that what they're seeking is inside of themselves. And we must go within. There is no other way out. You can travel everywhere. You can travel planet to planet and go all over the world everywhere. And if you can't find peace and happiness right where you are, you'll never find it anywhere else. And that can come to you through developing your own spiritual nature, so that all these good things will come up into your consciousness, into your life, become manifest, and become operable. So why think about running here and there and everywhere, when all you have to do is to seek within your own self? There's a little story that is told in the Mahabharata about the little musk deer. It's a little tiny thing. It's probably only a foot or two high. And it's called musk deer because at its navel it exudes a perfume with the odor of musk. Well, the little thing it runs everywhere all over the country trying to find out the source of where the musk comes from. And goes here and there over the mountains, over the countryside, over every place, and finally, by accident, falls over a precipice and destroys itself. But the moral of it is how unnecessary all that was if it could have only learned to smell its own navel. And that's the way it is with us. We seek here, there, and everywhere to find God, when we should learn how to find Him within through meditation. The voice of God is heard only in the immaculate silences. And you must train yourself to become very, very quiet and still before you can hear the inner voice, or the words that seem spoken out of the infinite void. It comes from anywhere and everywhere, and everything is interpreted into terms of your own understanding. And that's why we should all do that, because it's so beneficial to ourselves. It's so important. And when you realize that you're not out of the sight of anything, we may think we're clever and we can hide, we can do all sorts of things, we can develop all different states of behavior and all that, but you can't get away with anything. And your real, true humility will begin to come when you first hear the inner voice. And as you hear it repeatedly, your ego consciousness will break down just like a falling building. In that you will convince yourself that you are really a mere nothing. And still that we can be a tool, we can be a channel, we can be a channel for not only living righteousness, but practicing righteousness and spreading righteousness everywhere. You won't want to turn back when you have discovered that within your own self. You find that you are well on the way. You'll never backtrack or have a desire to return anymore. We are creatures in evolution, and we're reaching from one stage to another, and we have in a condition now, we want to change it, get out of it, get into the higher states of consciousness. And we can climb this ladder of self-realization just through our own effort and our own strength. We can do it by ourselves. Know thyself by thyself. Your breathing will become slow, your concentration will become fixed, your attention will not waver. And just sit there and wait and wait. Sitting and waiting. And with great expectancy too. But withdraw your mind from objects of the sense or the things that you're most interested in the way of earning a living or any in the way of enjoyment or whatever it is, good or bad, forget it. Let yourself become free for the moment, during the moments of your meditation.